who are uncultured and, undocumented.
Ain't that,
No, wait.
what's her name?
Professor Green? I will never be considered a naturalized citizen.
Then a pure disappointment.
More like Professor Gone. Not paranoia if it keeps happening.
Now that everything's been handled, we can finally get started.
Hi, welcome to Inside the Kiln Podcast, home of your favorite short story, short film, short movie, Inside the Kiln. My name is Deji, Emmanuel, and today we have two wonderful guests for you today. I know we've been gone for a while, but we are back. Miss Alejah is back today. She's our main character, Cassandra. Alejah, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic.
That's great.
And we have another fan favorite back.
Fan favorite?
Oh yeah, you didn't know you were a fan favorite?
Okay.
All right. They voted. They decided. And they first said it was me, but I was like, we can't do that. Who's second on the list? And you were... No, I'm joking. He was... How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Mr. Joseph, producer extraordinaire.
Of course. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. What's new since we last talked to you?
What's not new? I mean, Inside the Kiln, we're in the thick of it for post-production.
Very much so.
Working with the audio students day in, day out.
And audio students, they are. We haven't even gotten to picture lock yet, but we're getting there. We're going to get there today. That was it. For those of you that don't know what picture lock is when we've assembled all the shots that we need to assemble for the film. It's all packaged nice and neat and sequenced. And then once that's done, it goes off to audio for them to do their thing. And by today, we will be officially, or later on today, we should be officially in picture lock.
Hey, shout out Illy, our editor.
Yeah, you met Illy on the previous episode.
Yeah.
The forever editor. Alejah, what have you been up to since we've last spoken to you?
Let's see. When's the last time we spoke? That was when we did our last day of shoot, right?
Yeah, that was
yeah.
You were part of the first ever episode of the
Yes, I
Inside the
was.
Kiln podcast.
Yes. I mean, that was in the middle of summer. So
Yeah.
I mean, the rest
July.
of this, July, right? So I spent the rest of the summer just hanging out with friends, catching up with them before some of them go off to their schools, because I do have a friend that's up in San Francisco, and then some of them are out of town and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to get a lot of memories in with them for the summer. And then I am doing online courses right now.
Okay.
So that's basically what I've been up to.
That's fantastic. Have you been in any other acting gigs since
Oh, no.
Inside the Kiln?
No, I haven't done any other acting stuff.
That is shocking.
Yeah, no.
I know. The way you portrayed Cassandra was incredibly wonderful.
Thank you.
And you came here, you met us outside, and I noticed, I was like, oh, okay, Leah got the fit on.
Yeah, we're like, she's camera ready. Okay.
Tell the people what you're wearing.
I mean, I don't really know
What,
where
Gucci?
every... Shoot. Deji. No, I mean...
She got money.
I mean, I just wanted to dress up today just because usually when you see me throughout the film, my character does not have the best fashion.
Jeans and a t-shirt.
She loves the jeans and a t-shirt.
Oh, yes.
I don't know. In a difference to the character in me, I do love dressing up a little bit more in skirts, dresses, and stuff like that. So I was just today's a day to dress in a skirt and stuff.
Hey, that's wonderful. We love you all. Whether you're dressed down or dressed up, we love you all the same. Thank you for. See, I dressed up a little bit too. I even had a hat, but it's hot with these lights. So I decided to take it off. All right. So I'm gonna put it right there. I'm allowing you guys to see the full beauty of me. Hey, ladies. Anyways, so as always, we're going to talk about Inside the Kiln, our favorite movie / short film. And as we are on our journey to get Inside the Kiln out there, we have been participating in a few fundraisers.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've participated in 2 over the last 4 weeks, 3, 4
Yeah,
weeks.
we're trying to have a fundraiser every month for the fall semester. So we already had one in August and we had one in September.
That's fantastic. Unfortunately, because I had to do some things, I unfortunately could not be there to experience any of the fundraisers so far. I know, shame on me. Look, the next one. But Joseph, you've experienced both. Please let us know how the experience was with Cafe 86. That was the first one, and Teofilo, which was the second one.
So yeah, both Cafe 86 and Teofilo are local Filipino cafes. So definitely ties into Inside the Kiln and, you know, the Filipino film that we've created.
Yes.
They were both great. They both went really well. I remember I stopped in to Cafe 86 twice that day. The first time it was slow in the morning with just me and Kristen, but when I visited in the afternoon, I mean, they were packed, and like Cafe 86 employees, they're a little stressed. They're a little overworked because there's so many people there. I was like, dang, like it took me like 20 minutes to get my drink.
Yeah,
but
we caused it.
Yeah.
So thank you, all those that came out to Cafe 86. You made some servers stressed.
yeah. So
But
thank you.
you made money for the film. We really, really appreciate that. What about Teofilo?
Teofilo, same thing. I mean, we all went. I mean, the people that could go from the crew went. It was great. I mean, Teofilo has been working really closely with us on a couple different things that have yet to be announced. But yeah, I mean, so far so great. I will say on October 15th we have our next fundraiser. That's going to be at Jollibee. So if you're not really into the
chicken
coffee, yeah, the chicken place, exactly. If you're not really into coffee, please go to our Jollibee one because there's a lot of different food options there.
Come on to Jollibee. I know y'all like chicken. I like chicken. Please don't make that racist. I like chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah. the size for Rocel.
Okay. Moving on. Alejah,
Yes.
now that you are a little more far removed from actually acting on Inside the Kiln, have you taken the time out to really reflect more on your experience
Yes,
with ITK?
Yes, I have actually. I mean, sometimes when I'm like really bored and I just like have nothing to do, I'll pull up like the ITK trailer and just like analyze myself. Like, was that really the best way you could portray yourself and stuff like that? And I know I am very critical of myself.
No, as we all are.
As we all are, yes. And I've just had to like constantly remind myself, like, oh, I mean, you did do your best, you know, you did, and it was a long shoot day. It was late at night and stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously, you're not going to be 100% happy with it, but at the end of the day, I did do my best, and
You did fantastic.
Yeah, we hired you for a reason. I mean, we like your acting for sure, and I think because you did a lot of you've done theater performances, right?
yes,
So yeah, that's like the big difference between theater and film, I guess, is that you gotta watch yourself back.
Yeah.
When was the last time you did theater?
Last time I did theater, I think I mentioned this in the first podcast. It was the play I did with the Pugsy Club here on this campus.
Was it the one where you were shouting at that one dude?
Yes, that one.
I saw
Yeah.
She was shouting at some dude in the play.
Yes, my in that play, I was shouting at my stage son, and I
You're a mother.
I was a mother. I was a mother, you guys.
Mother.
And yeah, that escalated to the point where I actually ended up slapping him. Yeah.
Stage slap, I hope.
Yeah.
Well, we in the very beginning stages, we did say like, oh, it's gonna be a stage slap because I did not want to hurt anybody.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
obviously, it's just not in my nature, and it's just I'm working with this person, and we're friends and stuff like that. So, but I think when it came closer to the performance day, he came up to me. He's like, just slap me. I was like, what? He's like, just slap me. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that. And everybody else was like just telling me like, yeah, just slap him and stuff like that. But I was like,
For the art.
For the art of it.
For the art.
For the art of it. And I was just like, I don't know. I get really into this scene and just like, I don't want you to like end up getting like really injured and stuff like that. But in the end, they did convince me. And it was funny because right after that slap, he walks off and I don't see him till like the scene after the next one, and all I see when I get on stage is him holding an ice pack up to his cheek, and I was just like, I was just frozen. I was like, whoa, did that really hurt? And then I learned like later, like they had to get him an ice pack because it just really hurt. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I will continue to apologize to him every time I see him if I have to. So yeah.
The person that Leah slapped, we apologize.
You are very, very kind to not take it to heart. But,
Oh, yes. People have told me to slap them too. Also for the art.
No, Deji, I'm not getting slapped by you.
Also for the art.
Trust the face that he made with that.
Okay. Cassandra we've done the animation for Cassandra in certain places now. The animation looks amazing.
Nice.
Some of the places where she talks about where she's from and her experiences here and everything that comes with what she experienced. I mean, how excited are you to see yourself animated in a film?
I am very excited actually because I know the person animating this is
Really?
yeah. So I'm really excited to see how she did. I trust her 100%.
She did
So I'm
fantastic.
just like, I'm so excited. So,
Have you ever been animated in anything before?
no.
Okay, Pixar. But it looks fantastic. The way she absolutely blended the colors, she did everything, even with the sketch parts that are within the film itself. She sketched it in a way where it looks absolutely amazing. With ITK, we wanted to give you guys a mix of not only your regular thriller that you get mixed with subplots and sub themes and everything like that, but we also wanted to make it slightly fun. We want to keep you guys on your toes and tell the stories in different ways because we know you deserve it. That's why we're so excited for you to see this thing. And when we have the first screening when do we have the first screening?
Well, I know our campus screening is on October 22nd.
Yeah.
October 22nd.
We're getting close. October 27th for the campus screening. All of the screenings besides that will to be determined.
To be determined, hopefully early November.
Speaking of even scheduling these dates, knowing that we're on certain deadlines and we have to make sure that we keep to our promises. Joseph, tell me a little bit about the process of that, you working and doing that along with Rocel.
Well, I would like to say shout out to Rocel. I would be nowhere without her, literally nowhere, because
vows.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much every day that we see each other, we spend some time to go over the calendar of ITK, what's coming up, what we need to get done.
Right.
It's kind of being a producer or like a first AD. It's a full-time job for sure, even if it's for an independent short film that's already been filmed, all that stuff. Like, we still have a lot to do as producers and first ADs because
people oftentimes forget it doesn't stop at just filming.
Yeah.
You have a whole bunch of post-production and post-production that you have to take care of.
We got to really think about like, how are people going to see this movie?
Exactly.
How are we going to be able to distribute it? With the funding that we have, we don't have any distribution yet. No, but shout out to studios if you want to distribute. But it's just a constant process of constant scheduling and reminding you of where to be and reminding the crew of where to be.
I know you talked about Rocel and the fantastic job that she does. How was she an integral part of this process?
So for those who don't know, do you know what a first AD is?
I know AD stands for assistant director.
That is correct.
Yes.
So what did you think Rocel did on set? How would you describe her job? And then I'll go from there.
Well,
She's like, Rocel is around.
Rocel is very much around.
She herds me.
She does. I mean, she really herds people around. I know, especially Gael. Just watching that was really fun, but just making.
That's the voice of Gael that you just heard.
But yeah, Rocel, she makes sure that talent is on time, that we're supposed to be, that we're moving along and stuff like that. That's what I know to the extent. I'm not sure if that's
that's basically in a gist what she does. I mean, there's obviously a lot more moving parts to that, but yeah, it's contacting the talent, the locations, people that we were borrowing equipment from, just sort of logistical scheduling stuff. Basically Deji has all his creative ideas, and a lot of times we have to bring Deji and Gael, the DP, down from La La Land and be like,
they do a good job. Here's
our budget, here's how much time we have, here's what we can achieve with what you want to do and stuff like that.
In a nutshell, I'm not saying a nutshell because Joseph did a great job explaining it. But I think one of the underrated parts of a first AD, and which I really, really appreciated. Even at times I'm like, is that first AD has to be the disciplinarian in the room.
Yes.
Yeah,
they got to be able to keep everybody on track, because once again, like Joseph said, I'm over here trying to get every shot and do every this and she's got to be like, you ain't got the time to do that.
We got 10 minutes.
We gotta go. And that involves everybody else on set as well, making sure everything is arranged, making sure people know exactly what they need to do, and keeping everybody on track on their responsibilities, as well as helping out people like the producer in scheduling, in what's the piece of paper that tells everybody what time? Call sheet.
Call sheet. Yeah.
All that stuff. You see, she's right on it. She said it before I remember. So yeah, it's a very integral position. Yeah. And for all of those of you who strive to be a first AD in the future, it pays very well in the industry. It's something that a lot of productions need, because they do need that type of person that keeps everybody going. If you first AD on a number of different projects, you get enough credits to get yourself into organizations like the DGA. People think the DGA is just for directors. No, it's for first ADs and second ADs as well. These are things that can be very, very lucrative, even more so than a director. Everybody wants to be a director, and because they think they know what the director does, but they don't realize, like the main director, but they don't realize that a first AD is probably even more wanted than actual directors, because they're more structure based. So if you're structure based and you want to help in the telling of a story, go out there, go on sets, do your thing, make sure you know the responsibilities of a first AD, and ask around. You never know where you can land. So round of applause for the first ADs. Didn't think we'd be getting into the explanation of first ADs, but here we are.
A lot of people don't know. They don't know.
And there's a lot of positions on set that people don't realize that you can do. Here on Inside the Kiln, one position that we didn't originally have was someone in charge of the props. But as we were meeting, suddenly we realized we needed somebody in charge of the props.
We got a lot of props.
We had a lot of props. Shout out Raul.
Yeah, shout out.
So we needed someone to do that. And did you know that there is someone on set that fluffs the actors? I kid you not. There is a job like that. So you never know what job is needed on.
Explain.
Fluff.
Basically.
Sorry.
Well, you should probably Google it. I don't want to feel like, There's different responsibilities to a fluffer, but it's just making sure that the actors' bodies are straight, so that they're able to do their job in a very professional manner, especially jobs that include a lot of strain, like maybe the actor might not be a stuntman, but they will do particular things that require a bit of athleticism.
Yeah.
So they're there to make sure the actor is straight body wise, or parts of their, for example, let's say there's an actor on set and they need their muscles need to be very, very pronounced. So what they'll do is take a certain tool and make sure that their muscles look profound. They look as plump as they need to look on on camera. So there, of course, there's.
Sorry.
I'm explaining jobs.
No, I know. You just see them flexing.
People need to know these things. There's a lot of jobs on TV films that you would not expect. Even they might not even be on set. You could be a truck delivery driver for sets. If you're someone that likes to drive, go on set and ask to drive crafty.
Yeah.
There's so many things. That's why this industry is so great. There's too many things you can do. All right, back to Inside the Kiln. Joseph,
Deji,
what was, besides being the producer, if you weren't in that position, since we're on the topic of positions right now, what would have been something else that you'd be like, that would have been dope to do?
Well, I would love to be a first AD. I think I share a lot of the same responsibilities as first AD, so I won't really answer with that. But my true answer is props and set dressing.
Okay.
I love to do that. I love putting together a mood board. I love going through Goodwills and seeing what I can get on a bargain. So yeah, definitely art, direction, set dressing, that kind of vibe.
I can see that for you, especially when we used your.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's been said on the podcast.
That's not been said on the podcast. No. You did not give anything away. You did not give anything away. That's just
for Cassandra's house. We actually used my house, and I was very flattered that pretty much everyone who walked into the house complimented my house and was like, "It's so cute. I love how it's decorated."
Yeah.
So I felt good about that. Yeah. We'll see.
It was a fantastic place for us to shoot the first scene.
Yeah, and not where we wanted to shoot originally.
No, but
it was free. So,
and when does Plan A ever work out?
No, that was like Plan Z.
Yeah. So, but that's. I think one thing that the ITK podcast aims to do as well is to fill you in on not only the great parts about what we do, but also stuff that you should expect if you ever want to do stuff when it comes to film production. Is, like we said, Plan A probably won't work out. It may.
Yeah.
I guess percentages are it will work out if you're very well prepared, but you should be prepared for things going wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as we were shooting this, quite a few things went wrong day of that we had to consistently fix. Yeah. But that's showbiz, baby.
It's part of the game.
Part of the game. Maybe next week we'll do a little game in which we'll write down the roles of the positions, and we'll have someone on who tries to guess what position it is. Someone that doesn't know anything about the industry. And see
Pull
what exactly
from off the street.
Yeah, just pick them off the street. Come here. Hey, you want to do a podcast? Want to guess the positions in the industry? Because I'm really curious what people actually know.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Oh, speaking of which, I had some friends come in, I think a couple weeks ago, from Cincinnati, and they're always intrigued when they come to LA and find out what I do. They have so many questions. So the girlfriend of a friend of mine, we were in the restaurant. She pulls me away. She goes, hey, come here. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She goes, I've been wondering. You're a producer, right? I'm like, no, I'm not. I am a director.
Yeah.
She goes, what's the difference? I go, oh, there's a big difference.
People don't know what a producer is. Like, to this, like, I talk to people all the time.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know what a producer does. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. To them, you could be someone picking up a tripod and moving it somewhere else.
I don't do that.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know exactly what you do. Explain to them exactly, listeners to ITK, what you do in a very, imagine I'm a baby. I just got born. All right. A baby just got born, backside blind. Explain.
I have to, in the simplest terms, is I just have to talk to people on behalf of the crew. I'm like the representative for Inside the Kiln in a lot of ways, in terms of business meetings, talking to talent, auditions, talking to people that we're gonna get equipment from. That's like the main job that I do. Obviously, like I mentioned before, scheduling, budgeting, that sort of stuff, making sure the crew's fed. I had to make sure I had to buy lunch every day for the crew, because while the director
Or arrange for someone to buy lunch. While you did that.
Yeah, that's on Inside the Kiln.
Yeah.
I don't have PAs that I can go send to Little Caesars, but it is my job to make sure that the crew is taken care of and the cast is taken care of, and we're all not trying to kill each other and trying to yeah.
For Alejah, I got a question for you. Have you watched any horror movies lately? Has this inspired your? Has inspired you to? Well, no, let's say horror. Let's say thriller. Because this is honestly, I think ITK is more of a thriller than a horror.
I think, is it horror thriller? Was Weapons?
I was about to say, did you see Weapons?
I did see Weapons.
Okay.
Yeah, I did watch Weapons.
I haven't seen Weapons yet. They tell me that's a good film.
It's
really
good. It's horror movies. I have pretty thick skin.
Yes.
When it comes to horror movies, I'm not easily scared, and I do see a lot of horror movies. And Weapons, it's not necessarily like gory or anything like that, but it did genuinely, it scared me. Like I was scared.
It gets gory at the end.
Yeah.
But like a majority of the movie isn't as gory as you would
Well,
see.
explain to me. Explain once again. Explain it to me like I'm a baby. Sorry.
Trying to see
So this is not really spoilers because it's in the trailer, and it's like it's literally like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Is there's like this class of, they're like third graders or something. They're like elementary school.
Okay.
Like in the middle of the night one night, like literally all of them just like run out of their houses into the darkness, and they disappear. Except for one kid and then the teacher. And then the story's like, it's pretty interesting. It's like non-linear. It will follow like one character for 20 minutes or whatever, and then it'll jump to another character, and then it'll go back to like the start of the movie. And you see their point of view and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of like creepy dream nightmare sequences that are like, I don't know. They're pretty scary.
I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. I get pretty scared.
I do too. Trust me. I don't know. I'm very jumpy. I get scared very easily, but I can't help but love watching horror movies, especially at night. So, I mean, I'll put on like something wholesome right after just to like keep me down to earth. Yeah.
I just gotta have someone there with me. Protect me.
Yeah, I remember after seeing Weapons, I was so scared. I was like, I'm just gonna play a little Animal Crossing, cute little Animal Crossing. But the thing is, you know how in Weapons, how they run around like this? In Animal Crossing, they run around like that. So I was like, okay, now I'm scared.
This is not helping.
This is not helping. This is making this game creepy, actually.
I know. I was like, right after I watched it, I was just like, I couldn't go to sleep just because that's how I usually am. And I looked at the time. It was like 2:30. I was like, oh. Because I don't know if you know this. We didn't really say it. Just didn't mention this, but the kids do leave in the middle of the night, 2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So that's why when it hit 2:30 a.m., I was just like, oh. That would be so weird if I just got up right now and just looked outside and there was just little kids running down Naruto style. So
You should have looked outside. Outside the window.
I didn't want to spook myself.
Yeah. Open up the window, just the blinds. Just, there they are. Anyways, let's bring this back to ITK, because we know that's what you guys are here for, and you're always here for. So thank you for coming to our podcast. For ITK, we just, I don't know. Joseph, toss something at me about ITK. I'm hitting that. You know how you hit a creative roadblock?
Yeah.
I'm hitting that roadblock right now because there's so much to it. I don't know what question to ask next.
Well, I have a question for you, Deji.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Ask me a question.
switch it up.
Yeah.
How was it sort of rewriting the film with Isabel?
First of all, Isabel is a wonderful writer. She wrote the first draft of Inside the Kiln. So shout out to Isabel. Thank you for the inspiration that you've given to us. Mm-hmm. Who knew that when you were in writing class that your script would become an actual film? So no, it was fun. It was a good old time. Mm-hmm. I had to, especially when you're writing scripts, especially dialogue for characters. I think what I do in my process is to stand up and try to envision how this person would speak, then turn around and talk to myself and try to make sure that the conversation made sense.
So you're just in your room looking like a crazy person?
Basically, you know, with Daniel going, you'll get that once you watch once you watch the actual film. And then when I wrote something I thought was just very, there was a line by Professor Clayton, and I thought it was like the best thing on earth.
Yeah, you did your big one.
What's that?
You did your big one.
Oh yeah. I was like, she is very not introspective, very, that sounds so deep.
Yeah. Pretentious.
I was like, ooh, that's a good line. And then somebody read it, and I was like, maybe it's not as good as I thought. Maybe I should change that up a little bit. So, and you learn that as well, you know. Then you touch it up a little bit, and then you retouch it. It's a whole thing.
And really, like, we finalize a draft, obviously, to send to the talent, but we're changing lines. I mean, last second.
We are.
Yeah. If it works better in the moment, like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Or if I remember times of Alejah, I would have something written that Alejah was supposed to do a certain way, and then she would do it I don't want to say completely different way, but a different way from what I imagined. Yeah. And when she would do that, I would go, I like that better. Do it just like that.
Yeah, it's like elevating the script.
Yeah. But and that speaks to just how much of a great actor Alejah is.
Thank you.
So thank you for asking that question.
Of course.
We're back in the groove. Now that we're back in the groove, unfortunately we have to go. So I thank you guys for coming here today. We got to talk about the intricacies of actually being on set, being on the ITK set, being on sets in general. And I appreciate both of you being here as we talk through some of the things that most people don't know about a crew. Did you want to add anything, Joseph?
Just thank you for having us. And once again, our Jolly Bee fundraiser is on October 15th. Come to Jolly Bee Carson and show the flyer. It'll be on our Instagram. I still have to make it, but it'll be on our Instagram by the time probably this episode is uploaded. And do you have anything else I should announce? Oh, follow our Instagram at Inside the Kiln, KILN movie, Inside the Kiln movie. And thanks for having us.
No, thank you for coming on once again. I am Deji Emmanuel. That's Joseph. That is Alejah. And we thank you for joining us today. Once again, like Joseph said, follow us on Instagram at Inside the Kiln Movie. That's KILN Kiln, Inside the Kiln Movie. And our GoFundMe is Inside the Kiln. We still are taking donations in any way possible because we still want to submit to festivals. We still have reshoots that we might want to do. So it's a never ending. It might end one day, but for right now, it's a never-ending production to where we want to get it just right and to the people. Goodbye. Have a safe day and adios.
Bye.